I just finished filming my first return video, or the video called The Return. The first video I've made in months to do with World of Warcraft. But Swolabear is back. We're gonna make more content. Just in the end of that video, first of all, watch it if you haven't already. I'll try and put a thing up in the corner for you to be able to check it out, or a link in the description. It goes over why I went away. We talk about the topic of if you have felt like gaming has been a negative thing. Maybe your parents or someone has put this pressure on you saying that you're wasting time playing gaming and stuff, and why I don't agree that that is, but it did influence me to have some time away from the game. But that's all talked about in the previous video, so check that out. Today we're going over my build, okay? So first of all, it's important to check out the room and have a kind of well set up office, so to speak. It was one of the dreams that I had with the previous house, to have a room dedicated to an office, and it also is currently and always will be a big focus of mine when buying a house, or even better, building a house, to have like one of the coolest offices ever, or the coolest gaming rooms, whatever you want to call it. Because if you're anything like me, you spend so much time here, you may as well, in my opinion, spend a good bit of money on your PC and your setup, because you spend so much time here. I like to put or allocate spending money to things that you invest a lot of time in. So what do you spend a lot of time in? A lot of people spend all their money on like fancy cars and stuff, but they don't care about cars. They just drive them to work and want to impress people. Do you know what I mean? But we get more to that topic later on. This is my setup. We're gonna go through it all. So here we have, first of all, my Thunder X3 gaming chair. One of my most watched videos, actually. I did a review on it and it did super well, and people are still commenting this whole time, even though I've been gone for so long of making videos anyway, of what the problem, like if there's been any problem with it, like one of my thoughts on it. It's awesome. Like, one of the cheapest chairs available. Nothing's wrong with it. Everything clicks, everything rises, the wheels are good. I've had it for like 2 years now, and it is just super comfy, okay? So you sit, and yeah, it's awesome. So that's my secondary review on it, or follow-up. Have I had any problems? No. Some people have, but I don't, like, everyone has issues with certain things. When you buy a car, certain cars are gonna have issues, like, it's just what happens when you have moving parts. I do think it is a very good product. Okay, so there's the chair first of all. We have some boards in the corner, and you can see WoW content, game plan, things like that, videos I gotta watch, things to keep up to date with. And I think in an office, you should have that stuff. Don't worry, I know I'm shitting around. We are gonna get to the cool stuff, the build, soon. I know that's what you're interested in. But things that might help you is buying these little Kmart boards. It makes so much difference. If you make a to-do list like every day or every week or things like that to do, then you get so much more done in your week because you don't forget about things. Okay? And don't tell me that you can remember everything you got to do up in your head, because that's bullshit, and we both know. Okay? So you need a little list to get things done. And even if you don't want to do like a work to-do list, come on, you need one of these TV series to-do list. Okay, it's a workout one, workout split. Shannara Chronicles Season 2 I gotta watch. The Rain is a French movie, a French dub. It's actually quite good. We started it the other day, but I didn't want to watch it. Game of Thrones, obviously. I want to watch the David Attenborough thing. Different stuff. There's a new series called Chernobyl that I want to watch. And we're gonna watch the old Warcraft again to get the hype train going even faster. So we're gonna sit down here, and you've obviously seen this big ass thing sitting on the desk. And what is that? Well, I've gotten into racing simulators a little bit more. One of my other passions, other than like World of Warcraft, is racing cars, racing vehicles. I grew up racing motorcycles, actually. So dirt speedway motorcycles when I was younger. Decided not to follow through with it because of a cost thing, and also because I come over to a different state to study university. Had to leave the bikes at home because I'm renting and stuff here. Like, you don't have the access to sheds and things like that. So kind of got out of the loop lost my passion for racing motorcycles, but not racing in general. What's happened is I'm super interested in cars now. Paid 300 Australian dollars for this, come with a second wheel, and they're so fun. If you haven't played a racing simulator, oh man. Down here we have the pedals, and yes, that is a shovel holding the pedals there, because when you press, it can move. Like, see how it's not bolted down? It still has some like movement there. You just gotta make sure both feet are up and you're set. But yes, that is a shovel holding my pedals there. Here's my subwoofer I got for $15 with the other speakers, which is awesome. For the other peripherals and little things, we're also using the Blue Yeti mic. Had it for years. From what I know, that is still one of the best ones you can buy. An Audio Technica. And here's a random box of stuff from the wheel. Over here, before we move on to the build, we have Go-Kart Champion here. A model gun I got from the local show. And this little guy, we had a medieval festival here not long ago. And he's awesome. I paid $15 for him. So I always have my little miniature things there. And I want to get a bit more like, not collectibles and stuff like Boogie 2988 has like massive heaps of it, but more of a very well presented things that remind me of cool events or cool times. So for instance, go-karting and going to the medieval festival and things like that. Now it's time to get into the build. We spent enough time. So 3 different monitors. For everyone that has OCD, I know they're not in line, okay? One of my big upgrades that I'd like to do in the future is get 3 144 Hz monitors, but that is super expensive. Super expensive. So we're working with what we can have, okay? So this is also the monitor I did a review on. My reviews, maybe I should just do a review channel, honestly, because that's what gets the most views. So I did one on the screen, one on the chair. They're both done very well. Very slim bezel on that monitor. It is an MX279, so it's fairly old at this stage, but it treats me well. On this side, I've just picked this up from my brother. He wasn't using it. Decided to plug it in to make triple. This is why things are not in line. And this was my first ever original monitor I have before I got the upgraded one. Still going super good. So I've had good luck with my monitors, like years and years they've been going for. That was from my previous computer. And I had that for 10 years. Now this PC, okay? For a couple of things I'll cover, I will put all the specs in the comments below, but we'll have a look at it. You'll notice that the case is an MSI. Okay, it's the first case that MSI have made. Do I recommend it? No. Don't get it. Don't get it. And I'll tell you why, okay? Don't mind these couple of things in the way, ruining the shot. Okay, get out of the way, cologne. Okay, we'll have a look at the pretty lights. Oh, by the way, I have an MSI headset here with a cool dragon on the side. So matching some type of, matching some brands. You see the build here, okay? So cool lights, they're on a rainbow feature. It's all about the LEDs these days. It would even be cool to have like a square, actually I did, oh, it's another story with this. I ordered an LED strip and it was for a particular case that I didn't get. It was stupid, I didn't read it. But anyway, here's the aesthetics of it. So the reason why I got this case, even though it was a first from MSI, which going for new products from companies is always a risky thing to kind of do. But it was well priced, tempered glass, so it's like tinted glass. So I really wanted a tinted glass, and it does come with this side, like it does. There's one on this side you can't see. The problem is it gets too hot. The airflow is not good enough, there's not big enough of a gap to cool down when things get really hot, especially because I'm running a 2070 here. And if you put things on like WoW on triple monitor, you know, high definition graphics, it just cooks it and it overheats and starts jittering. So I never put the case on because of that. Now I've got dust everywhere. So I have to keep, you know, the cleanliness of it up. And that's super annoying. So as pretty as this case is, I don't recommend getting it. Yeah, and that's kind of annoying. I do have at the end of the video, I will put the case on, just to give you a look of how sleek it actually looks when it's completely done. We have an ASUS 2070 monitor, sorry, GPU that I mean. we did have a gigabyte CPU and GPU when I first built this computer. So I've had it for about 5 months now, I would say. When I first built it, both of those parts shit themselves. 100% serious. And there's more to that story. I have what I think is the worst luck with a computer build ever. I'd be surprised if anyone's had worse time than I did, but I'm going to make a video covering that soon, a discussion video. 2070 AMD, the 7 series, what is the 7000, I believe, one of the top line CPUs at the time. And we also have only, I believe they're 2 T-Force 8GB RAM slots each, or maybe they're only 4. It's either 8 or 16 gigabytes of RAM, and the motherboard is a new one because the gigabyte one shit itself, and I can't actually remember what it is. What's that eye? What's the brand of the eye? It's pretty cool when it loads up on your boot menu at the start, but I can't remember. Republic of Gamers, also ASUS. I believe I matched ASUS. Yes, I did. ASUS GPU 2070 with Republic of Gamers ASUS motherboard. But like I said, I'll put all the stats of this computer and the parts in the description below. But that's mostly the main ones, isn't it? People just want to know what GPU you're running. The aesthetics of the case. Otherwise, other than the heat issue, the case is quite good. Sometimes this fan doesn't want to boot up, so I just spin it a little bit. But here's a final look at my full build, where I spend most of my time. And I'm going to wrap the video up by just getting some shots of how the computer looks. Maybe I'll set the tripod up, which is right here, my trusty tripod. Maybe I'll set the tripod up here, or something like that. So you get the corner of the colourful computer in as I play some games. And for anyone that's mostly interested in World of Warcraft that maybe hasn't seen what these racing simulators are like, we'll end with some gameplay there as well. But before I do wrap up this video, I think if you found this video interesting, the next one I'm about to create now, I may as well be on a roll and pump some videos out, about having the worst computer build I think ever. I think you'll find it really interesting if you found this one at all something you're interested in. I think I said interesting way too many times there. But yeah, I had multiple parts fail within a row, within 3 months period. I had my computer for like 1 month of it. It was ridiculous. I went to the shop 3 times, like, oh, unreal. Thanks for watching. Be sure to watch these clips of me just playing around on my massive new desk as well. I also picked up $50 off Facebook Marketplace. I've done well, other than building the worst computer ever. I've done well with how I've set things up. I'm quite proud of it. And also do a race or two in the brand new stadium trucks. So it's like motocross, but in these big jacked up utes that I just bought today. So I got a new track, get to drive the Pro 4 trucks on iRacing is the game I'm going to use. Can't wait, it's Saturday night, let's play some games. Look at that though, isn't that a setup? Computer won't sit, I mean the camera won't sit still though, there we go. Alright, let's get into it. So, it is quite annoying, but this does sit in the way because it's like bolted on. I could move it, but it's super annoying because I go back and forth between the 2 games. We're going to jump on the 110 Unholy Death Knight and let's play it up. I'm just going to run the single monitor because it does have some performance issues when I go triple, unless I turn the graphics right down. Although, it might be cool for you to check out. Now, there was heaps of horde here before. Looks like we're good. Looks like we're good. So this is normally how I spend my free time. Hopefully they add these little fox people in soon. I think there was like data mining that they were going to add them as a character, playable character or class. Be so interesting. Let's spread them bleeds though, and dots. Holy Death Knight time. It's AoE, oh wrong button. AoEing the world down. That's enough checking out our World of Warcraft. Let's play a Pro 4 truck race, which is absolute mayhem. There's like massive jacked up utes on a motocross track. I actually want to do this sport for real in life, like in real life. It'll be so insane. Just enabling triple monitor surround sound. There we go. Put the sound on speakers. Now I will bring in for this one, as much as you want to see, as much as I want to show off my computer and the cool lights. We get an over the shoulder camera. Oh, that's loud. That's loud. Let's go. This is so much fun. There we go. Okay. Let's get it.